Welcome back to another Mommy and Me episode. I am Brii Renee, straight from the A.
And I am the original Miss Renee from the A.
It's like how everybody love Waffle House and then IHOP had to come and be like, we the original house of pancakes. It's like, that's not even IHOP, is it?
That's the International House of Pancake. So before you start complaining, know what thou are complaining about.
I'm just saying, like, nobody asked them, nobody cared when they tried to make that their slogan. Everybody still like Waffle House is better.
Okay. Waffle House still standing.
Anyways, welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Mommy and Me. Shout out to everybody that's never missing a Monday or whatever day that you watching this. We rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with us. We locked in. If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
Okay.
You don't even know what that is.
No.
Okay, it's a song. But yeah, so today's episode, I wanted to talk to you about like moms competing with their daughters. Because I actually have a friend who was telling me how her mom be wanting to party with her. Like she's in her 30s, you know, and her mom is older, clearly a mom at least 18 years older than her. And still
So her mom is at least 30 years older than her. Well, no, I take that back.
No,
If
her
she's in
mom
her
mom
okay.
had her young.
Okay.
So her mom is like 18 years older than her.
Okay.
Um
She's 30, mom's 48, 50. Okay.
Yeah, dang. So
When?
her mom really probably like 51, 52.
Okay.
And her mama still be wanting to go to the club with her. And go to like parties and be in the section and turn up. Like mama be like, mama gotta have a life too. How you feel about that? Like moms that want to party with their daughters.
I think they're boundaries. I don't agree with that. I think that, you know, to each his own. I'm not here to pass judgment. You know, you do what you want to do. That fits you. So be it. But I think that that's sending a mixed signal.
What signal you think it's sending?
That I'm your little friend and not your big friend.
We know how you feel about being a big friend.
Yeah. I mean, you know, certain things you can do with your little friend that you're not going to do with me. Some things I'm not going to allow you to do with me. You know, mom's hanging out in the club with the kids. You know, I think there's a limit. Now, if it's a special occasion, we're celebrating a birthday or we're celebrating something in particular or, like I said, there's a reason, then yeah. I mean, that once in a blue moon, you know.
But you ain't gonna be on the flyer hosting no club with me.
Oh, hell to the no. And we ain't finna go meet me. I'll be in the section at 10 o'clock. You mean, no. We're not finna do that. Me and you we ain't finna go out nowhere where we gonna be partying, smoking together. That ain't finna happen. I'm your mama. You can respect me as your mama. And I'm gonna respect you as my daughter. I think that when you start doing that kind of stuff, there's a certain level of respect that gets tossed out the window. You know, I think that, you know, even when it comes to you ain't finna wear my clothes, I ain't finna wear your clothes.
Dang, I can't wear the Louis. I can't wear your Chanel.
No, you get your own. You know,
that sounds stingy.
That ain't stingy. That's you got yours, I got mine, and we're gonna respect.
Is it because you want to be flyer than me?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just that there are boundaries. I believe that children stay in a children's place and adults need to stay in adults' place.
What age do you think that happens or kicks in? Or do you feel like that's immediately as soon as you become a parent?
I think it should be kicked. I think it should kick in immediately, but some people don't believe that. Some people think that it's okay to try and party and hang out and do as much as they can do with the children. I disagree with that.
So you would never host no twerk class with me? You know what twerking is?
Yeah, I know what twerking is, and hell no, I'm not going to host a twerk class. I don't need to twerk. I'm not interested in twerking. No, I'm not hosting no twerk class with you.
I'm only asking.
And the truth be told, you can't even twerk.
You don't know
so
what I can do.
You won't be a good twerker.
You don't know what I can do.
Yeah, right. Okay. I know you have no rhythm.
I do got rhythm.
See, okay. Do that again.
Ain't
that
no
doesn't
music
work.
playing. You can't tell them I got rhythm. Ain't no music playing.
Yeah,
It gotta be a rhythm to have. Anyways, I say all that to say because there's a very popular IG model, Bernice Burgos. Do you know who that is?
Nope.
Okay, well, Bernice fine is all out though. She fine as wine. I'm talking about a little better than me today. But she is a grandma. And she had her daughter at a very young age. So I believe Bernice is probably like 40, maybe 40, somewhere between late 30s and early 40s, right? And her daughter is 21. I think her daughter just turned 21. Mm-hmm. They both are beautiful, drop dead gorgeous. They up north, like New York or Jersey or somewhere. But they be hosting parties together. Like she be in the club with her daughter. They host a twerk class. They be in the club popping bottles together. And people really ridicule her because they be like, and her daughter has a daughter. So she's not only a mom, but she's a grandma. So they be like, how you a grandma in the club with your daughter?
Well,
and your daughter 21, you need to be at home with the big current baby.
To each his own. I don't know her. It works for her.
She look good though. I hope I look like that as a grandma.
And you know what? My hat's off to her. I'm in the process of trying to, get my high school fine back and lose a few pounds here and there. But I ain't going to no twerk party in the club with you. I'm just not gonna do it.
We make some money though.
We may make some money. We make some money some other way, but I'm not your little friend.
Yeah, because you don't want to lose the twerk off.
I'm not going to, whether I lose it or not, I might be able to twerk better than you in the privacy of my own home, but you'll never know about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I got some moves now.
What moves you got?
I got a lot of moves. Don't think just because I got old, I've forgotten. I got a lot of moves now.
I don't think you got twerking though, baby. Them knees, the way you talking about them knees be hurting.
Hey, but you'd be surprised how good that I am still.
Well, let's go to the club and see.
No, we ain't going to no club.
Oh, okay.
Put it like this. I've never had any complaints about anything.
I think you get the wrong crowd though. They probably can't see too hard to complain. They probably losing eyesight and gotta get LASIK.
Trust me, I've never had any complaints about my twerking or my movements, shall I say. None. But I ain't going to the club with you.
So you never, if Opium right now or Club Rebel or whatever club hit us up right now and be like, I got 25,000 for both of y'all to show up.
I'll show up.
That's going to the club with me.
No, I'll show up. Hey, this Miss Renee, originally from the A. I'll do my spiel.
Make a way to say that.
You do your spiel.
That's not what they want to do. They don't want to hear you talk at the club.
We ain't finna twerk. I mean, you can come by and see me.
They want to see you make it clap.
I ain't finna make it clap. They ain't paying me enough to make it clap.
25 grand?
They
you ain't gonna clap once or twice on the... See, you ain't about that life. You ain't trying to get that money.
Certain things I'm not gonna do.
But you just feel like that's completely unacceptable.
I think so. For me. I am speaking for nobody else.
Why are you so against it though?
Because I think that as parents, there's certain boundaries that you set. There's certain things you do, certain things you don't do. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to stoop to certain levels for certain things. This, notoriety is not going to make me lose sight of who I am as a person, my character, my morals, my standards. I don't give a damn about public opinion. It's just not going to make me lose who I am.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not trying as a parent. I don't live my life to someday get to the point to be your little friend. That's not who I am. I'm not going to, live a certain way or change who I am just for fame, just for notoriety, just for becoming your friend. Because if I had to choose being your friend versus your parent, I'm going to always choose being your parent, whether you like it or not. I'm not going to compete with you. I'm not going to compete with you on any level, whether it be dressing, whether it be clubbing, whether it be dating. I know situations where women, dating men, their children's age. I'm not going to do that.
You would never date nobody my age.
What the hell? I'm 60 years old. What the hell can a 30-plus-year-old do for me besides drain the hell out of my money, my bank account, my
Make
pocket?
you feel alive, make you feel fun, make you enjoy life again.
I enjoy life just as it is. I can think of a lot of things I can do to feel fun, to feel vibrant, to feel alive. I feel alive every day. Certain things I do for myself to make me feel alive.
So if I'm talking about the finest man you could think of came to you and was like, hey, Miss Lady, but he was 33. What you gonna say?
Boy, you better take your ass home somewhere and get that milk off your tongue and behind your ears and leave me the hell alone.
Nobody got no milk on their tongue behind their ears at 33 years old. That's a grown man.
And age.
So what's the lowest you could go?
First of all, I don't think I would even consider it.
I'm saying like the age. What's the lowest?
I've always liked older men and women.
Well, at this age,
I've always
older might mean crip keep. Okay?
No.
You might have find too many that are still ticking at this age.
I'm not that damn old, thank you. But I'm not, I just, it depends on the maturity level. I can't put an age on it. I'm not getting no damn babies, nobody who I got to take care of. First of all, I'm not in the market, okay?
I know this is all hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetical. This is make believe.
Right.
I'm not, I wouldn't be interested. I don't think their game would be strong enough.
You don't know. They might be well dressed, well groomed, smelling good, come spitting that, talking that. You might got a little gray on them. You might not even know he's 35. 33, 35. You might not even know. He might look distinguished.
And
mature.
And
he might show you a thing too. I'm just playing. Please sit down.
Yeah, please.
We don't need you out here hanging.
No.
I'm
not on the block. I'm not looking for nothing.
Yeah.
And a 35-year-old, 30 years hell no.
So you would never date nobody my age?
Hell to the no.
You never have. Maybe I get that from you too. I always wanted to date older.
Yeah. I
don't think I never dated nobody your age though.
I would hope the hell not.
I'm trying to do the math just to make sure. I did that
29 years older than you? No, I don't think you've ever dated anybody that old.
No. I dated somebody that was, I wouldn't say dated. We dated, like casually dated, like went on dates and stuff. That was probably like 15, 17 years older than me.
Okay.
But he treated me like a princess, so it was very well worth it.
Okay. That's fine.
I didn't even care.
I'm not.
And he still liked to do the things that, especially with men, I think that men don't. Like, because a man is older, they can date younger women because mentally they not really that age. Yeah. They be younger. Because I always dated older.
Yeah.
And we always be like right at the same maturity level.
Yeah.
But you said something earlier about like sharing clothes and stuff with your daughter. You feel like that's competing with your daughter? Or you just feel like mom and daughter shouldn't even be in the same type of clothes? Is it the type?
I think it's the type. And I think we can all wear something sexy. I think we all can dress a certain way. But I think what you would wear, I don't think I'd be caught dead in it to some extent. No, what I'm saying
about my fashion.
No. What I'm saying is that, and I'm not saying you. I'm saying
like
a younger, your age group. You know, your age group, you know, they go out and they put on a skin tight, whatever. They may wear shorts up
everything
to here,
I got is tight and short.
And it looks cute on them.
Mm-hmm.
But as an older woman, I ain't out there trying to show all of that. I'm not, I'm a little bit more conservative. And then, and I won't say, and that may not necessarily be mom and daughter. That just might be my maturity level.
Yeah.
I might just be that conservative, because there are some older women that are sexy as hell with certain things on, and their daughters may be able to rock it as well. But I'm not going to put myself in a position to try to relive my youth through you.
What about the stuff that's not even sexy? Like, I could wear that shirt. You wouldn't let me wear that shirt?
Hell no, it's mine. You get your own.
Oh.
And part of that is truth.
You stingy.
No, I'm not.
That's what it is. Part of it is you don't want nobody touching your shit. That's what it is.
No.
That's the truth.
The truth of it is, when we were coming up as kids, my mom made a point to make sure that we didn't bother each other things. My sister and I used to fight all the time because she was younger than I was, but she would always get my shoes.
Lynn
would always get my shoes and wham. And when I would find them, I'd be looking in the closet before I'd find them. She done brought, if I find them, she done brought them back. The heels already run over there, broke or something, or she done wore them out. And so that was always a pet peeve of mine. Don't bother my shit. I don't bother yours. What's yours was mine. And, I don't mind. I may very well break down and allow you to wear something or, let you, borrow something. But that's just not something I would do on a regular.
I don't want your clothes. I want your purses.
Okay.
Let me hold some of them.
Yeah, I might let you borrow one or two, especially if I'm not.
You don't be wearing them.
Yeah. I mean,
You don't care nothing about them. Throw me. You want Chanel? Go get it. You want Chanel? Go get it. Throw me one of them.
I have a collection that I wear, especially if I'm dressing, I go out on occasion. I want to be able to, pull out something from the vault and, wear something, represent well. But I don't really typically care about that stuff on a daily basis.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm just old fashioned that way. I think moms should be moms and daughters should be daughters.
So you feel like as a mom, but you should make a clear differentiation between y'all maturity level based off of what you do and don't do with or around your kids. Yeah. Like not sharing clothes, not wearing the same type of clothes.
And I don't think that.
I don't think it's about sharing the clothes because like you said, like if it's a pair of jeans and me and my mom wear the same size jeans, it's not like she's trying to compete with me because we got, you know what I'm saying?
But I think it's a whole persona. I think it's not knowing what to do, what not to do, drawing that line, I think when you cross that line, that's a bit much.
Why do you think that some women do cross that line with their daughters?
Because I don't think they ever really understood and respect the fact that they're not the little friend. They're the big one. And I don't think that their mamas ever taught them how to be mothers and women and how places that putting daughters and separating the daughters and the women, putting them in places, knowing where to draw that line. I don't think they've ever been taught that.
I think it's that, but I also think that a lot of times when you see moms and daughters like wearing the same type of clothes or doing the same type of thing, I think it's because the mom had the daughter so early on in age that she didn't get to like, they grew up together as friends or sisters more so than like, because if I'm as like, I didn't have the privilege of seeing you really make a bunch of mistakes because you were older when you had me. But like people who grow up with their mom and see everything and all the mistakes that their mom made, it do add a level of friendship and transparency there that you just get when you are growing up together.
But I also think that has the ability to scar the child and the relationship. Because when kids see the parents growing up making all those type of mistakes, they don't really get that solid foundation. Mm-hmm. It scars them because then they start doing some of the same dumb things that they saw their mothers do and go through.
Or they resent them. Like my friend who was telling me about her mom wanting a party, she was like, I just wish my mom understood that we not friends. She was like, I want you to be my mom, not my homegirl. Like, I don't want to be in the club with you. Or when I'm hanging out with dudes, I don't want you around. It's weird that you want to kick it like my friend. Nobody want to be, like you said, smoking and drinking around their mom. She was like, I don't want to do that. And I don't want my friends to have to do that around my mom. She was like, I want you to be a mom in a mom's place. So it did scar her, or she feels a little bit.
Unfortunately, she's more mature than the damn mama is. She gets it, and the mama don't get it. Mm-hmm. So that's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
You know, mama should always be. And I tell you all the time, I'm your mama first. Whether you like it or you don't like it. You know, I'm not seeking approval. I'm not seeking to be that little friend. You know, I have a responsibility. We as parents have a responsibility to our children to be mamas.
For sure. Well, you've been doing a good job at upholding that responsibility.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What about dating, like, the same type of guys? Because I think, I don't know, but I'm saying, like, Bernice is so fine. Her daughter is so fine. And they both, like, they're both single in the same. So, like, a rapper will go after Bernice just as much as he would her daughter. But it's like they in the same dating pool now.
That's because mama
ain't wearing the moo-moos like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Come on it up, Bernice. Ain't being that fine. Put it up so we can, young hoes can have something.
She can do whatever she want to do, but I don't think she should be in the same dating pool as her daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Bernice,
I think that
you've been fine for a long time. Leave something for the young hoes.
You know, I think that, you know, Bernice just hadn't gotten it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's just, you know, she needs to mature and grow up and understand and respect the fact that she's mama and not one of her daughter's little friends.
Do you think that it's because the age of grandmas have changed so much?
Yeah, children having children. That's a problem.
But even like, you're not a traditional grandma.
What do you mean I'm not a traditional grandma?
You're not a traditional grandma.
Okay, what is that definition of a traditional grandma?
Traditional grandmas rarely work. They was in the house taking care of everybody's kids.
Oh no, hell
all the time.
Oh no, you're
they
right.
made sure they cook.
If that's tradition, you're right. I'm not that one.
You be trying to be out and about.
And I think,
So you be trying to be out and about.
All of those traditional grandmas, I think, are all gone.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it because the traditional grandmas have ushered out. Y'all not walking around the house in y'all moo-moos. So these women that have come after that, the next generation, right after you, it's because your generation, I think, started to, we about to be grandmas, or, I'm not staying in the house on Sunday. I'm not picking no green. Like, y'all don't do that no more. So I think after y'all, the next generation, which is the Bernices that's in their 40s, they was like, we don't got to live life like that. We can be outside. Well, it's really y'all fault.
Oh, why? Because we should have been the grandmas that, stayed
with
in
them
the house
slides on that don't pick up your feet and wear them long nightgowns.
No,
with a Kool-Aid pitcher in the refrigerator.
We changed the game a little bit. We did. But we didn't lose respect. We didn't lose sight of the fact that, there's a line there that shouldn't be crossed. I can be your grandmother, but I'm not going to be the one out there partying with you. I can be your grandmama, but I'm not going to, wear my long moo-moos and with my hair bonnet on my head.
I wanted to see that.
No.
And my grandma in the house watching TD Jakes all day.
Yeah.
You ain't doing it.
No. Nope.
And then the shows and what are her shows?
Yeah.
Them stories. The stories.
Yeah. As the world turns, one life to live.
Yeah, y'all not them kind of grandmas that be watching the stories.
Nope.
You be on the go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I think that's the problem. I think it started with y'all.
Maybe we change, the rules of the game, but it's okay. We bent the rules, but we just didn't break the damn rules. I think the generation behind us just kind of broke the rules.
Well, when it comes to competing, what about competing with your daughter in the household for like the attention of the other spouse?
I think that happens a lot. I think that,
and not in no creep. Like, first, there are two different times. Like, there is the creep kind.
Okay.
But we talking about regular, like,
we're talking about
when daddies be like, we're not talking about the creeps yet. When we're talking about like, this is daddy's little girl, and the moms be, and the wives or moms be feeling like, man, you got her wrapped around your finger. I mean, she got you wrapped around her finger. You do whatever little Susie say. And when it comes to me, I gotta beg and plead. And it's like, but that's my baby. And it's like, but I'm supposed to be your baby.
Yeah, that happens a lot. That is that bit of undercover enviness, I think. Maybe that little jealousy might be real.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it comes from a bad place. I think that, and I'll be, and I can say that even for you and I, in our relationship, you were the one to get all the attention. I'm like, well, hell, I'm the one who, making it happen, but yet and still, whatever, even when you got to the point where you and I were starting to clash, they will always come to your rescue and not I'm the fucking parent. You come to my rescue. So it happens. It's real.
I think it's because they be knowing like, oh, the child is innocent.
You wasn't always innocent, Sabrina.
And
you wasn't always innocent, Sabrina. And I can tell people even in my relationship that really happened. It was really real. I wasn't jealous or envy or anything, but I kind of was like, hey, why is it that you're always defending her? You're always going to her rescue. You're always taking up for her bullshit, And it kind of made me feel like I was always looked at as the villain. And I was always, the one who I had to always be the disciplinarian. And then she was always.
It was good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
But you the one who chose bad cop.
I didn't choose
it
bad
could have been two good cops.
No, it wasn't going to be two good cops because you wasn't going to have your way and push over me like you did her.
I didn't push over nobody.
You were. Yeah, you did. You weaseled your way. You manipulated your way to always getting your way. Mm-hmm. And you just couldn't manipulate me. So I guess I always was the bad cop. And that's a lot of times how it turns out. Daddy's always going to be the good cop and mama's always going to be the villain. Mama's the one who always, well, daddy, well, mama won't let me. Well, don't worry about it. I'll tell mom, I'll take care of it. Well, daddy, mama, can I do something? And you're just most of the time, you're being manipulative.
Well, how do you as a partner not let that affect y'all relationship? Or like, what do those conversations look like?
Those conversations look like, look, at some point, if we're going to be on the same playing field as a parent, you're going to have to support my decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other hand, it's like, look, I agree with you, but at some point we need to give in a little. So that kind of conversation can go both ways. But I think you got to have those conversations because the child needs to always see a united front. And it may kill one parent to agree with the other in certain scenarios and situations, but there has to be a united front. Otherwise, the kid's going to run the damn house. The kid's going to take control.
Do you ever talk to the kid about it?
Yeah. You sit down and you have a conversation and say, hey, look, when I say no,
that means no.
That means no. Don't try to manipulate the situation and go behind me and ask your father. And your father or your other mother or your other daddy needs to be right there saying, she's right. He's right. They're right. We whatever decisions are made, know that we make them together. So the kid needs to know the shit stops right then and there.
Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. No,
well, man, you can boo all you want to, but it has to happen. Otherwise, there's going to be turmoil in the house, and there's going to be a level of disrespect. Somebody's subject to get really, really hurt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it just creates like tension and
resentment. It creates a lot of tension and a lot of resentment.
And I think no child does it to like.
Children do it to be manipulative. Mm-hmm. They do it to get their way. As a kid,
just to get your way. You're not trying to do it to like break up your family or like.
You're not. Kids
turn your parents against each other.
They're just trying to get what they want when they want it.
Yeah. It's like, all right, you're not going to give it to me. I know somebody that will.
Right. You're just being bratty.
Yeah.
You're just being a spoiled kid.
Mm.
And that's what kids do. But it's up to the parents to know the children, know their level, and understand that, you know, they're being kids.
Now, on the flip side of that, I seen like actually quite a few TikToks, which is disturbing, or reels, videos online of like daughters that are like teenage, you know, come to social media to talk about how maybe the mom's boyfriend or lover is like either making sexual passes at them or even gone as far as like molesting them, but the moms be taking it out on the daughter. Like, you try to seduce him, or you trying to attract him, or you don't want me to have nobody. Like,
see, that's, you know what, that's sad. And I feel sorry for a woman that feels that she needs that man, and that relationship is more important to her than her relationship with her child. Because as a woman, we always have to be mindful. And this goes back to the very thing I said earlier. People need to understand that when you have children, there are a lot of sacrifices that you got to make, and you got to be willing to make. One of them is this cardinal rule: don't bring no damn men into your house to put your daughters, children, boys in a situation, because you can't always look at that man, that guy when you're dating him and tell whether he could potentially molest your child or your daughter or your son or whoever. But it is important. So, well, then hey, we parents think, okay, date the son bitch outside the house. Don't bring him to your house.
Or what about when they're like, oh, well, you're the one who's wearing, the mom is like, you're the one who's wearing these little shorts, or you're the one who wearing that little tight stuff around the house. You trying to seduce him.
A child is a fucking child. And a man should always be a man. And if you're that weak as a man to where you even think about that child, something's wrong with you. And if a woman blames her child than herself for not teaching that child, hey, baby, that's inappropriate in the house. Go put something else to cover up. You know, I don't want it to appear that, you know, you're doing anything wrong, but I don't ever want anybody to get any thoughts about looking at your servant or to create that dynamic. So as women, if you don't take every step, every chance, every possible to protect that child, something's wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman takes a man, any aspect of a man making sexual passes at her child, as if to say it's the child's fault, something's wrong with that woman. Now, I'll go a step further to say, are some young girls promiscuous? Yes, that's a problem. That's still a problem that mama needs to deal with that child. But never take a man's word over your child as it comes to molesting them. Now, have there been children to lie? Yes, that's a problem. Still, that child needs to be dealt with. But 9 times out of 10, that child didn't lie, not lying about that son of a bitch's attempts or passes at that child, or even going to the extent to molest. Because let me tell you something. My decision to become a parent, that was always in the back of my mind. Always. Keeping my child safe from fucking predators. Because I knew that had that ever happened and I knew about it, that son of a bitch would never make it to tell anybody. He would never make it to stand trial. And that's just something that I knew that, you know, how I was going to deal with it. But you have to make conscious decision as parents to protect your children, because they didn't ask to be brought here. So for that child who's dealing with that, you know, my heart goes out to you. And for any woman to take that attitude or believe a weak ass man over your child, you need to go get some help as well.
Yeah. And I think that, like you said, even if you feel like your child is promiscuous, or even if you feel like the child might be lying, that's all the more reason why you shouldn't even have a man in the house anyway.
Right. Because you got to protect him and you need to protect your child. Something's wrong with your child. Go get your child some help. Your child is crying out for attention, for help. Something's going on with the child. Get the child some help.
I just say don't ignore these signs. Like,
Nope.
don't ignore nothing that your child telling you, especially about somebody mistreating them.
I'm telling you.
Because it take a lot to even come out and say that.
Yes, I'm telling you.
To tell your mom that.
They would have been missing some body parts.
Yeah.
But luckily, I wasn't in that type of relationship. But had I been, they would have been missing some body parts. I would have been like Lorena Bobbitt. You don't know her. You never heard of Lorena Bobbitt.
That's the one who cut the man off?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, BJ, what time is it? How long? Okay, that's cool. So it's time for the record. You got any for the records?
For the record, I am not a violent person. I am a very fun-loving, easygoing person.
You just don't like nobody mistreating children.
I am just not going to tolerate being mistreated. Anybody mistreating children.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to my grandchildren, I'm very, very conscious about my little baby granddaughter bodies. Her body's filling out even now at 9 years old. She's wearing the little training bras and things of that nature.
I know. I said, girl, getting a little thick.
Yeah. And
thighs is dying.
Just know, I'm putting a disclaimer out there. Perverts, beware.
Perverts beware.
Perverts beware. I promise you will be missing some body parts and nobody will know what happened. So.
All right. Well, we're going to reel it back in. I will say, for the record, I'm grateful that you're not like ever trying to compete with me. I'm glad you're not showing up because your booty way bigger than mine. Like, I would, if you was wearing the clothes that I've been wearing, girl, I couldn't stand a chance. So I'm so grateful that you do not be competing.
No.
You can't compete where you can't compare.
Yep. Nope.
All right.
Not interested.
Now it's time for
but let me say something before you move on.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you recognize that I got more junk in my trunk than you do, now do you believe I can twerk better than you can?
No, that don't got, how much you got don't got nothing to do with it.
It has a lot to do with it.
It don't.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's time for I Want to Know. And we're going to pull some I Want to Knows from Instagram. These are things that people wrote us and they say that they want to know.
Okay.
Let's see.
But I am a better twerker.
Okay, girl.
I got the senior citizen twerk. You didn't know there was a such thing then.
Mm-mm.
But there is.
Jordan.Simone wants to know, what would you have done if I were a teen mom? I know the answer to that.
First of all, Jordan, if I could have, I would have encouraged her to abort the child. That would have been my first choice. I don't say that with any guilt. I say that because I don't think that a teenager is ready to make those type of commitments and understand the sacrifices that is going to require to raise a child and to be a good mom. Second of all, had I not had that choice to abort the child, I would have stepped in and did everything I could to be there, to be the mom that child would need, and to be the grandma that I needed to be. I would have had to, I would have had to rally around and, help raise a kid. But I would have still encouraged you to continue to pursue your education and continue to pursue your dreams. And I would have done all I could do to take up the slack. That's just life. Those are cards we were dealt, and we just had to deal with them.
Yeah, I already knew that was what you was going to say. Okay, so it's like a couple people that want to know this. So I'm going to shout out everybody's name because they all asking like pretty much the same thing. So Peaceful Sound Studio, as well as Penagale 27, as well as Letitia _ Champre. All want to know from me, does my mom have a good relationship with my man? How do you feel about, or what do you think about Karlous? And yeah, somebody else, Peaceful Sound Studio, was like, how does your mom feel about your current relationship? Because baby, we love y'all. So yeah, so all y'all want to know, like, basically how she feel about Karlous or feel about our relationship. No, this is, well, I guess.
You want me to, you want to give your
I guess they were asking me
how,
I don't know. We both can answer.
Okay, you go first.
I think that you like Karlous for the most part. I think that you would be happy as long as I'm happy and I'm with somebody that treats me right. So as long as he's, like you said, not putting his hands on me, treating me right, is going good, and like can and is able to provide, I feel like you would be happy.
I think you hit it on the head. Because I tell you the same thing my mom used to tell me. I'm not gonna pick him for you, baby. You know, you chose him, and hopefully I gave you enough to allow you to make the right choices and the reason you chose him. And so it's my job as your mother to embrace him, make him feel as comfortable as he can as a part of the family, and to be there for him as well. Just because you're my daughter, I'm not going to always take your side. In the relationship, I'm always going to speak the truth and make sure that he understands that he can come to me. And I want him to be happy. As long as, you guys are happy, I'm going to be there to support you. But I tell him, like I've told all the rest of them, don't put your hands on you. You can't raise you. You already grown. And if he can't take care of you, send you home. Treat you right. Do right by you. And don't misuse you. Don't abuse you. We're going to get along just fine.
What you do, look? What you be like, that's my son.
I do like him.
When y'all get married, I be like, girl, ask him.
I like him because he likes you. And I know he loves you. And we've had those conversations, and, he's level. He's got a level head on him. I like him. You've had some that I didn't quite care about, tried to make the best of it.
Yeah, we won't go down that.
Some I question, but even at that, I have to allow you to, the right to be. You're a grown woman, you've got to pick and choose, your mate. So to those that want to know, I like him. He's a good guy. And I know he loves you.
Period. Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, this has been another episode of Mommy and Me. Shout out to everybody that has subscribed to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, you are asleep. I don't know what you're doing. Hit the button right now. Go ahead and follow us and make sure you tuned in on all streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, Channel 85, and YouTube. We everywhere, baby. And we getting even bigger. We're taking over the world. #1 mom and daughter duo.
The only mom and daughter duo.
We're not the only.
We're not the only?
No, there's like Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. There's Jada Pinkett and Willow.
Yeah, but,
The #1.
We're keeping it real. We don't have all these, we have real conversations. We don't have all these superficial, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth conversations. Our conversations are real.
Because you didn't have a spoon and mine was wooden. So, anyways, we'll see y'all next time on Mommy and Me.
Yeah, we got it from the mud.
I'm still in the mud.
Bye-bye. See you next time.